to go outside.
I'm live. Here we have, let me go back over this. So in this part of the video, this is my logo. This is my description screen that tells you what we're doing. Defeating heavy clay soil here at the Shire, how we're going to grow here. Currently making super soil video. That's what I'm working on. So we want to talk about compost. It needs to be organic from your garden. You can buy it from the store if you have a trusted source. So this is organic garden waste compost. It's done in 3 chambers. As it breaks down, it gets refined. You're going to sift that stuff. You're going to need some sort of soil screen. The end result is going to be something refined. You'll have some screened compost. They call it compost or soil gold. Worm castings from food scraps is a good idea to recycle all your food goods. To that, we're going to add sand. It needs to be sifted as well. So you're going to want to screen sand. Then we have coco coir or peat moss. It's going to be for your water retention. The sand's going to allow for drainage. There you go. There's your manure. You need a trusted source only, preferably something from your backyard, from rabbits, goats. It's going to be aged 1 year. If you have hot manures like cows or horses, again, you want to age it a real long time. Perlite. That's going to help in drainage and add minerals. Eggshells, if you have those, you're going to need to bake these. Bake them for like 15 minutes in the oven. Or you can microwave them for like 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. You crush them with a rolling pin, or you can use a blender. You want to get it really refined. If you leave it crushed really sharp, supposedly it stops slugs. There's going to be bone meal. Let me pause this. So all the bones you get from your food, you want to remove the meat scraps off of them. You're going to bake them. And then you're going to pulverize or crush them. A sledgehammer works pretty good with a cloth folded over the top. I can't see chat, guys, by the way, not right now. I'll flip the camera around when we're done here, and I'll talk to you. So I really don't know who's in chat. I mean, I guess I could peek. The next thing, after you bake your bones and crush them, you'll add those to the soil as an amendment. Is going to be biochar. We have videos on this, on how to make biochar. Grow Big TV. We're going to have a speaker coming up on biochar. Food Force Permaculture Howie, you can subscribe to him and catch his older videos, or catch him on live. You guys can ask about biochar. Again, we make a video when we show how to do this. You're going to burn the wood. Or you can buy lump cow. I think it's called cowboy lumped charcoal. You're going to crush this stuff down. You don't have to go too crazy on it. Then what I want to do is show the refined crushed biochar right here. It's a lot smaller. Those little granules, if you get it down to about that texture. It's like oatmeal flakes. That's what it looks like under a microscope. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but it's porous, extremely microscopically porous. This is where all your microbes are going to live. That stuff has to get inoculated, but that's how far I got on it. Let me flip the camera around. Sharon, we need to shut that heat off. I get it blasted. Yes, mama. All right, let me close down the project for 1 second. Make sure my video's good. Oh, there's people in here. Let me know if you guys could actually, no, Star Homestead, India. The end of the land. Thank you so much for the 100 subscribers that you've already got the Wicker Shire project. Lazy Acres, Seal. Who else popped in here? He popped in first. Or Kel? Sell? How do you pronounce that? It's different. Bro, slow mode. That is for the moderators to catch your, hold on a second. Let me just try to get the light out of there. It's so blinding. Slow mode is so that the moderators can catch spammers and stuff. I have a 5-minute subscriber mode only. That's how I'm doing my lives now to get subscribers in there. Thanks for the thumbs up. I can see them. And I can see that we got just a couple people in chat. Again, we just started the video. So my purpose is to make a super soil here since we have clay soil outside. And it's really hard for us to grow. We did really well on the pumpkins, the squashes, the cucumbers. What else did we grow there, Mama? That did well. Tomatoes, kind of so-so. Green beans did all right. I didn't plant enough. I didn't do it right. The chickens probably ate most of the stuff that was growing. So they had their run in their coop, and the chickens were in there, and they're just picking through. That's fine. We eat their eggs. My wife's leaving me to go get good coffee. I got stuck with the dry. There's no oil in this coffee. She's gonna go get the fresh ground down there. That stuff's like Oreo cookies, you know. It's got really good coffee. But recently on Grow Big TV, there's a challenge, and it's not really about the $100. It's not really about the $100. Think about how cool is that. There's 6 challenges going on. I know one's a sunflower. We're in that. One's a broad hook or a black beauty zucchini. We got Ford hook. I think I got 2 different packages. So we're going to end up joining Joe and Courtney for those contests in order to support their channel. It's not really for the money for me. It is and it isn't. If I win, you know, it's just going to go back into the garden out there. So, am I centered? Yeah, I'm centered. No showing vaping on film. So grainy in here. There you go, Mama. So yeah, it's my 18650s. We don't throw these away. After they kind of wear out, we save the 18650s. I'll end up building a 24, 36, or 48 volt battery booster jump. Our solar battery in the winter can go out on us while we sleep. It's cold in here. The battery holds less energy. So instead of running out and running the generator, right now, my God, what is it, February, mid-February? That sun, you can see how bright it is out there. That battery goes to full by 1 o'clock. The battery has 100% charge. And while we're doing that, we can run the electric heater in here. Well, it's nice and cool outside. Not in your neck of the woods, Star. What's it, 80 out there? You sweating? Yeah. What are we, 10 minutes in? I don't want to go too long on this video. Again, I don't do lives, so I'm horrible on them. Without her. Up behind me on my shoulder, that side. Oh, I hate camera. You guys can see the 72 slot seed starter kits. So we really are late. We're supposed to start on the 15th, and it's 21. I got her. Yeah, the butt end of February. Absolutely. Reverend said hi, Star Homestead India. So Rev. Star, our MI Gardner seeds were packaged a few days ago. Like 2 days ago, they notified us and they're like, your order is complete. So we're waiting on the melons to get here. There's some freaky stuff. And I think this melons do really well in the heat. They like sun. You got that. And we appreciate that you're gathering all your resources from the cow manure, all the leaves that fall down, rake it up, collect it, put it in barrels. Anything you have to do with fish or whatever, get that stuff composted and buried. Feed it to the chickens. Feed the fish to the chickens. You know, get that chicken manure really ripping. Oh please, yeah. Do you see the heat on? Shut those two vents off. Turn the LP from high to low because we're now at 68 degrees. If you guys think 68 degrees is cold, it's not. We're still winter adjusted. You can see I got my hoodie on. I woke up. It was what was it in the house? It was 56 or 54 in the house. And so 10 degrees in here as it goes up really fast. We sweat quick. Should probably take this down. Did anybody see the beginning of the live stream that you jumped in here? If you missed it and you're jumping in now, this will replay. It just shows us creating the video for making some super soil. Yeah, we're going to be sending you some really cool melons. And this little package here is going out to India because I don't know any other nut jobs that like to homestead, and we're off grid, and that makes us kind of the king of the nut jobs out here. Just kind of winging it, running on solar power, you know, growing a garden. But all this in here is because she's funny and sweet. She wants you to suffer. So you get to try out something really tasty and cool. But yeah. Oh. Is that my guide? What's in there? What did I send you? Star, we're sending you bandages in case you cut yourself. I don't know. She wanted my daughter packaged this stuff up for you. So she's being thoughtful. Very sweet of her. And I don't know why that's in there. She gave you a brand new pencil. She's like, I'm going to send him a pencil. I'm like, I don't care. Send whatever you want. Just don't send lead. We don't want to make it too heavy. But she's sharing some teas with you that she loves. I think it's a honey-based tea. This weighs about half a pound. I mean, look how small. I'm going to throw that out. Anyways, once those melons get here, I still got to go through those 2 seed banks. So I'm sending you heat tolerant stuff. Does anybody have any ideas on making super soil? I think I got all the basics. It's compost, sand, manure, worm castings, bone meal, eggshells, coffee grounds, dried banana peels, that kind of stuff, you know. Perlite has to go in, cocoa core or peat moss. It's a very basic super blend that is readily available in most countries for the most part, or other countries if you get the money. But Star, yeah, dude, if I could send you bales of stuff, it would cost us an arm. It would cost us hundreds of dollars to ship one. I'm pretty sure it would be better that we would. It would make more sense instead of shipping it from the United States. All this good stuff is to, if I ever come into it, have a lot of money, I'd be actually have to connect and find a way to get you money. There's got to be a way. And I'm sure $300 in America versus $300 in India is probably like $600 or $900, and you could do a lot more with it. And I tell you, go get this. It's for the garden only. not for spending at the spank bars. You know. Yeah, my daughter. I have a moderately high IQ. I'm considered smart. I'm not like genius level, but a smart person. I'm somewhere. I rank around 119 to 121 IQ. I took the test twice more. I went to 120 and I went to 119 on the web. I'm getting dumber. But she took the test score. She was 124, and she took it again. She was 123. So some of her common sense things are really, really, really good. Her mathematics skills and breaking down things and shapes and patterns, I'm a lot better at that than she is. I have that type of mind where it gets kind of like the Matrix, where you look at a car, I don't see the car, I see all the fluids and electricity flowing through it and stuff. So my mind is in that kind of a mode, which is very active and overworking itself. And as I was younger, I had a better type of imagery memory. I could just pull up stuff that I needed. As I get older, I get poo brain. So spank bars, you know what those are. Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, $300 from America. I'm just saying, if I come in the money, Vandal's working on it. He's getting subscriber count up. He's working on getting me to get monetized. I'm not a greedy person. I am like open. I'm very honest kind of person. Even though I do have a form of autism and I don't show my emotions, like you could say my parents just passed, my emotions are heightened overwhelmingly. My brain compensates and copes with it by processing it very fast, and I'll be fine a few minutes later. That also goes with my happy and anger issues. They're like a switch. So I could be raging mad at you and screaming in your face, and then the next second after I'm done, I'm like, okay, let's go get coffee. Like I'm not mad at you anymore. I just want to get my point across that I'm rah. So yesterday I had two friends over here. Gail and John came down, and they were chit chatting. They're just neighbors. They didn't come here to see me get angry, but I don't know what I can talk about on the web or on a live. I don't know what I can talk about here because I don't know how AI filters some things. Let's just put it in a very gentle, fun, smooth, happy way. Sharon's best friend when she was little is no longer on this earth, and it's not a good thing. That's something you see on like police, those police videos and stuff, the crime scenes and stuff. Yeah, it's bad. So I don't want to talk about that too much, but they found two people in a home and they're gone. And I think it's internal. Those two people, one person was innocent, the other person was aggressive. This person is no longer on the earth. I think this person feels guilty, and this person took themselves out. This person should have took themselves out first and left this person who's innocent alone. We'll just leave it there. Yeah. Anyways, happy thoughts. Let's get back to gardening. So we do have that challenge coming up by Grow Big TV, and you can win $100 by growing watermelon radish, I think. Growing the biggest sunflower, the biggest zucchini. And again, there's a couple other things that they're doing. Rochelle, breaking my train of thought. I love her. She's awesome. It's our flower girl. You're no longer our flower lady. It's our flower girl. She's younger than all of us. Yeah, so if you guys haven't connected or haven't watched Rochelle, the Brampton gardener, the replay on chat will be processed in about 12 hours. The YouTube AI likes to look through all these comments and figure them all out. So there's that. Rochelle, what I did earlier in this, I was in my video maker and I'm making super soil. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what to do to make soil. Do I just buy potting soil? Yeah, you could go with that for a raised garden. But like, I really want my stuff to grow well outside in big containers, and I need a mass of it. Because not everybody just has a 5-gallon pail and just grows in that. What are you going to grow? Limited. So people might go on Amazon like we're doing, get the 5 or 7 or 10 gallon, those cloth planter pots, the cloth ones, the grow bags. They're like $1.25 each. So we're going to get 50 of them for like $50 free shipping. And they're either 5 gallon or 7 gallon. I don't know. I'm going to get the 7 gallon. But the 5 gallon will work for everything. We're not really potato growers. I would grow potato. Actually, well, I shouldn't say that. She has seed potatoes. I guess we are. So I think what we'll do is we'll buy the 5 gallon and get 50. And then we'll look at another deal that's dirt cheap. And we'll get the 10 gallon bags. That way she can put carrots and potatoes in those. So if you're growing carrots, you need something that's at least 12 inches deep. And if you're growing potatoes, you probably need something that's 18 to 24 inches deep, because you'll have your indeterminate, which just grow, and your determinate, which set out X amount of spuds. Another thing in the future I'll be working on this summer, if I've got time or if I remember to do it, is listing all the plants that you grow commonly in the garden and giving you guys the information on their root depth. I think that's kind of important. Like, how deep do the roots go down? That is viable information for a lot of gardeners. Just going to read some of the comments. You reuse the old potting mix. Pots in a pile at the end of the season. Right. Get the tiller out, grind it up, and let it age again and mix in over the winter. And then you get the blessing of all that nitrogen coming down from the snow getting mixed into that, so that gets re-energized. Oh, you're doing the plastic totes or cloth totes? What type of tote? Vandal. Mad at Van of the Land. He won't switch names with me. I get a kick out of it every time I read it. I love that name. I just do. Are those grow bags sun safe? I mean, plastic, you can heat it in the sun. Star, they're coming from China, and they're $1.25 each. So most of those grow bags last 2 seasons, if not 3. You pay for what you get. So maybe a high quality grow bag. Rochelle, do you know? Or anybody in chat, do you know about grow bags, if they're UV resistant, the better ones? But what you could do, I'm joking here, don't do it, is you could get suntan lotion, 100 FPS, and rub it all over the bags on the outside, and that would make them last forever. Don't do that. It's chemicals. Joking. The plastic storage totes. Yeah, we got those. So I'll tell you something about that. If you're going to grow in plastic storage totes and you're worried about sun damage, like Star mentioned, putting ideas together here, you can go get some shade cloth, big roll of shade cloth. You can cut that out and overlap it. And what that does is it protects the plastic from sun damage by having shade cloth over it. Or be right back. She's got to buy me a barrel. I just put little cups and stuff on the ground. I'll show you what I mean. So this is your garden cloth. I might be able to use it for a shade cloth. It's kind of see-through. I don't know what the percentage is. But this stuff here, you can put, when you build a garden bed, or you get those steel ones made out of steel. My neighbor Gail gave me this. She lined her steel raised bed with this stuff, and it'll protect everything. Courtney, we're doing super soil. So you can hang out in the live, and that's all fine and dandy. But if you want to see what I'm doing, never mind. I'm going to be putting that video out. I was showing everybody the video in the beginning, what I was making for a video. We're just putting the super soil video together. Later on, hey, we're joining the sunflower and the zucchini and the water radish. If I can find that video to say I'm in, or I just send you guys an email and be like, I'm in all of these things. I don't know. I guess you just do the Grow Big 24 hashtag. and they'll see the videos. But I think we need to contact you guys so that we're on the list to be checked for. But there you go. So if you have plastic totes you're growing in or any type of container, before you fill it with soil, what you're going to do is you're going to use this gardening cloth, this weed barrier. You're going to put it inside there to protect it from sun, and that'll make the plastic last a lot longer. Oh my God. I left the bologna out last night. Thank God it's super processed and full of salt and sodium and all that crap. It smells like bologna. It should be fine. And if you guys saw any plumber crack when I got up, my apologies. My waist tie is pretty loose. I'm starting to lose weight a little bit. Just a little. Summer rolls in, I drop a little bit of weight. But again, for any of the gardening family that sends us any seeds, you know, when we make the seed banks out, there's a bunch of people that I know that you can tell when you see the what is it, the dollar store, the 4 for $1, and they're gardening, they're just starting out. So when I find those little channels, I just email them. I'm like, oh, I see that you're gardening. That's awesome. Wouldn't it be nice if someone gave you a bunch of seeds and when they reply on the email, oh, that would be awesome. We could use that. I was like, what do you like to eat? What do you think you want to grow? I was like, what kind of weird stuff do you see on the internet, you know, for images for garden vegetables that you think would be really cool? And they'll give me a list. They're like, oh, we want to get arugula, or I don't know, we want to get some sort of canary melon. And I'm like, you do? Yeah. And I write those down and I make a list, and we'll send seed banks out to those people. So I basically get a big pack of 50 of these little envelopes, and I send them out to seed banks. Any of the package of seeds that I get, and I break them apart, and I give them a start. I give them like 4 or 5 seeds. If they're peppers, if they're like lettuce, I give them like 100 seeds of lettuce out of a pack of 2,000. You know, tons of seeds of lettuce. That kind of thing. And then I'll put an H or a C. H is for heat tolerant. C is for cold. So we're not. I don't think we're going to be able to grow any brassicas here. It is Tennessee 7A, and it's going to get blazing hot in like 2 weeks here. It's going to be 80 out there. And the brassicas is just going to suffer. So what we're going to end up doing with the brassicas is we'll do fall planting, and that way I can harvest all my summer stuff and get it out of the garden. And as fall rolls in and the temperature goes from 90 to 80 to like 70 to 80 every day, I know it's rolling in. It should be around October, and we'll get everything planted out there, and then I'll have my brassicas going on, and we'll see if we can grow brassicas here. My all right, Star Homestead area. My grow zone is 13B. He lives in the middle of a volcano. He lives on lava. Dude, it's hot there year round, man. You don't get a break. You said you're having your cool weather right now, and it's like, what, 75? Cold to Star is like 75 to 78 degrees. Just sweltering heat. Yeah, it's like a sauna there. Every single video, you're dripping sweat. All year round, you're dripping sweat. It's just hot out there. So, I'm going to roll back. I'm going to read some comments here. I know it's not all about me. It's just you guys want to hang out and be on a live and socialize. I'm a social butterfly, and I hate doing lives. So I'm not doing this live. I'm just hanging out with you guys. It's just that I can see myself, and it feels narcissistic, and I don't like that. I don't, you know, make myself look pretty. Welcome to the chat. Anybody watching this on the replay? We got some big channels. You should be watching. A lot of my friends here that are hardcore. Lazy Acre Homestead. They took us in a long time when we first started YouTube. I gave them, blessed them with solar panels because I thought it'd be funny. They were talking about, I had tons of money at the time, so, Bushcraft family. Just so that we don't pick on Star, let me put you as not a managing moderator. I don't need you messing around here. Put you as a standard. Save. Dave, or you are, okay. There's Heidi. Becoming a green stalker has really blessed the channel out. immensely. Why can't I? Man, this is so slow. I don't even know what my internet connection looks like. Well, we're going on a half hour. Holy moly. As a moderator. Standard. Save. There we go. I'm not good at multitasking. I'm just not. I'm your typical guy. I'm terrible at it. So star, everybody should be okay in here. Moderator status means I've known you for like a year. You're like family to us. I know you guys get a kick out of me being in chat. I'm always goofy. It's because I can't swear and go crazy, and my mind's mental. I just want to be funny and just get it out of my head and mess with everybody. Bushcraft. Boom. Da 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 da. And the reason why I do moderation for people is that because I get to know who's new. So don't feel bad if you're not a moderator. You don't want to be. You don't want to be responsible for beating the crap out of trolls and naughty people. I missed a ton of chat. So you guys chat amongst yourselves. I'm just going to scroll back and read some of this stuff. Why? Because you guys are important to me. And I might be able to steal some ideas, and I want to know what's going on with you because I am nosy. I'm very nosy. If I could have 10 screens up, and you guys go live or whatever, make videos, I'd watch everybody. Yeah, it's fun. Get the heater on, electric heater underneath my desk here. It's running on solar. I don't need that. I didn't blow the power, did I? No, we're good. Yeah, electric heaters and solar don't mix. Again, I'm just reading some chat here. Okay, so we got Rochelle sewing. She's listening. You can't grow radishes to save your life. Why? They like a little bit of heat and they like a little bit of nitrogen, and they're 45 days. They're like one of the shortest things to grow in the garden. Radishes are stupid easy. Yeah, but you can grow flowers, but you can't do radishes. What's wrong with you? One of the easiest things to grow. I don't eat them. I just throw them out to the goat. Goat loves them. Potatoes and totes from Vandal the Land. You're asking about Sunday grow bags? Probably not. So it is what it is. Because they're free, and it just takes muscle and back work to cut them. And then if you don't have power tools, you get the hand drill like this with the big hand drill. And then you get a dowel or a stick and you pound it through, and that'll put all your logs together. Get a hand axe, you can shape the end so that you can dovetail them together in a way, kind of like building a cabin in the woods. I'm still reading, guys. I'm going fast. I'm not skipping over the comments. I'm reading stuff. I really am. Pots. Clay pots for container. So clay pots are wonderful. You need them large, though. The thing about clay pots is you need a base for them. You need a little container underneath them. And then before you fill the clay pot, you put in some string. I don't care what kind of string it is, some sort of organic string, cotton or something, or a piece of material. Cut up a shirt in 10 strings. You put a long string from the top of the pot down the side, out the little hole in the bottom. And what happens is when you set that pot on top of the water base, it'll wick up and through, and it just keeps everything wet. That's how you do clay pots. And if your clay pot goes from looking wet, like that darker color, to a light brighter color, check the water base and make sure you've got water in there. And tap water is no good from the city. Oh, coffee burps. That's when Courtney popped in. Everyone saying hello. Sorry, I'm listening to rap music in the car. You're so hip, Courtney. Yeah, I used to be a breakdancer when I was little and a beatboxer. Yeah. Old baloney, not good. All baloney's old. Oh, special shout out for the salty little homesteader. She's a gem. What a new channel. And it's the fact that she has, like, she was below 200, below 300, and Vandal and I got on here, and you guys helped her get well over 300. We solidified her at the 300 marker. Again, I was inspired to help somebody else because I'm being helped out so much, and I'm going to hit 1,000 this year if Vandal does not stop. He's working really hard, guys. Vandal is helping hard to get my channel to 1,000. I don't ask for subscribers. I don't come in there and be like, hey, I drop the hints once in a while. I'm like, hey, we got up to 830 subs. That's me crying out to the public. I'm like, a friend or somebody, hook us up. Eggs are booming right now. Booming. Either you're growing a lot of eggs, you're having a lot of hatched. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, eggs are doing better. Yeah, well, you got more light. Winter's going out. We got longer light. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot more eggs. We're getting about 5 or 6 per day out of the 6 chickens. Six chickens we have. Yeah, I picked up. Yeah, it's always hot. I want to move for 5 years somewhere cold. My body can't take the heat anymore. Mongolia, Star. Go raise reindeer in Mongolia. You can be one of those herders that move. You don't stay in one area. You kind of move where the snow and the food goes with your reindeer. You can live in one of those skin huts. You'll freeze to death, dude. Dude, your body, you don't know. Your body's made for heat. You move to anywhere that's below 70 degrees, you're going to freeze to death. I'm a northerner. I'm down in Tennessee for about 2.5, 3 years. You guys are probably chatting. I'm never going to catch up. I'm still up reading your chats because they're important to me. Need to know. We have nothing to drink in the house. Courtney likes wine. I'm going to go with that. That's what she doesn't have. Because there's always water outside. Am I down at the bottom almost? Yeah, I am. Okay. Curtis homesick. Yeah. Slept from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 a.m. That's like over 12-hour cycle. Yeah, you don't feel good if that's the deal. Wine. Gin. Now you can see the taste in the class of people, right? Courtney's a wine drinker. It's fermented grape juice. Don't get all hoity-toity. There we go. That's a drinker right there. Brampton Gardner. Gin. But here's the thing. You have, oh my God, you have your ginger ales up there, like your Canada Dry ginger ale. If you can get your hands on Schweppes, it is floral. Schweppes is floral as opposed to this stuff. It's Canada Dry, right? This is sweet and sugary and it's gingery. It's all right. Stock standard ginger ale. But the Schweppes blend by Schweppes, welcome to the chat. How I make videos and just how I storyboard stuff out and everything. And we're going over making super soil. God, this is almost going to go on an hour. You guys ready to hang out here for about 5 or 6 hours until the loved ones come home from school and from work? Give you something to do all day. All right. No. What is it in here? 69 degrees. It's getting hot. Holy moly. Plus I'm drinking coffee. Star, stop. You make me choke on my coffee, brother. Billy stripping. So we got 46 here, but it's nice and sunny. We're supposed to have cloud coverage. It is a little gray out there, but we saw 1,400 watts coming in on solar panels. I'll take it. If it's supposed to be a cloud day and I'm actually making power, yeah, you can see how bright. Look, damn camera. Look. Oh, that's bright. So Courtney, while you're in here to promote Grow Big TV, Wide Family Farm, and Garden State Gardener, tell us what is the 6 challenges that are going out there? What's the challenges? She might be able, well, she can type. She's not driving, right? We don't want you typing if you're driving. Don't do that. Schwepp, save that 5 times fast. Schweppes. There you go. Rebel Canners is in the house. That is Tammy. Can just about anything. She scans everything and anything. Fantastic channel. It gives you some ideas in the how-to. Lots and lots and lots of videos on that channel. So you can go into their playlist. You can go into their video section, click videos specifically, and try to find something. It's the problem with older channels. You're an old channel. But older channels have so many damn videos. We can't get through them all. Here's what I'm going to suggest to all you creators that are out there, right? You got them. But guess what? You got new subs. They're lazy people. It's instant gratification. You know, when you get on Tinder and you swipe left or you swipe right, instant gratification. Ooh, oh God. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my Lord, what happened there? You know, this is a society we live in, as funny as that may be. What you need to do is to rehash your ideas and thoughts and stay basic. You know, tell people not to water. Don't forget to teach that stuff. Just because you've done it before and you know, you still have to go to the basics every year. So you have 1 year right now, starting right now, to go back over the stuff you've done. A, it's content creation. B, nothing that's done in the world is new. We're all, especially this guy here, I take all your stuff from all your videos, all the fun things that you guys do, all the important, really cool crap, and I reuse it and push it out. And if I remember to give you credit, I do. If I don't, I just make the video and say, we got some ideas from these people. This is what they do, blah, blah, blah. Super Soil is nothing new. Nuggets, I know who that is. Give me 1 second. He's a troublemaker, but he's a good troublemaker. Give me 1 second. No, do that and do this. Boom. There you go. We need to check your videos for how you built what you're in there. You guys burn down. What is it? And what you do is you get a basic square footage. This is 16 by 40. It was $12,000, and it'll cost us probably $18,000 or $19,000 over 3 years. It's only $411 per month. It's dirt cheap. So you call them up, you clean your slab off, you know, just clean everything off, have them roll that in and drop it, have them build it in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, have them build it and drop it, and you got a shell of a house for a shed to house. You're going to get silicone. Anywhere in this building where 2 pieces of wood meet, before any of the insulation is not waterproofing. Don't do that. Before the insulation goes in, you have to have silicone. I don't care what kind it is. I really don't care. As long as you silicone every crack along the whole thing. Then you got to go outside, up near the roof line, and where the wood butts the corners to make it look pretty. You got to silicone everything in, and then paint it over so it's not so ugly. Once you're done the inside of the house, go back to the Mennonites. Call them. This was $2,500 to have this marshmallow sprayed in. The roof is anywhere from, you can see where it's 8 inches where the beams are. It's anywhere from 6 to 8 inches thick. So the R value is anywhere from 13 to 18 R value. And the walls are 13. They're 4 inches thick. So 13 R value. It's not the way to build a tiny home. Building a tiny home requires the one and only most important thing ever in the history of tiny homes and off-grid, or anybody going to go do this lifestyle. The biggest secret to this is the insulation. You want R30, you want super thick ceilings, and you want super 1 foot or 18-inch thick walls. It sounds stupid. Well, when it's 110 degrees outside, or it's -0, it's cold, it's freezing, 32, 0, whatever you want to use, F or C, FCU, whatever. So your biggest thing here on tiny homes is to super insulate. That's it. It's the biggest secret. You plug in a little tiny heater, house is warm in the winter, not using any power. That's nice. You turn the AC on in the summertime, it cools and stays cold, and the air goes. I got an itch. I got hairs I gotta pull out. I really need to get that. I got a curled hair right there. Ah, he's going for it, folks. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh, that hurt. I'm gonna read some chat here. Switch making stuff, canned food. Yeah, exactly. Company green stock and tidy nose. Rebel is awesome. Just reading some comments here. But yeah, siliconing your windows, that is so critical. You will have leaks. It's a shed. It's not a properly built house. So you have to do the work that they don't do. They'll fit the windows in, they'll screw them in, that's it. Well, what about all the water stuff to keep? Yeah, they don't do that. You got to silicone everything in. If you're intelligent and a hard worker, you'll go out there and unscrew and pull the window out and do it properly. You'll put all your water barriers in and then push the window back in, silicone seal it, shove it back in, seal it up again with silicone inside and outside before you finish it. So, yeah. Doorways, windows, everywhere the boards meet outside and inside, you got to drop silicone in. That's how you do it. Try to get a 14 by 28. I can make it work. I could still make a 3-bedroom. You fit a bed in there, but the kids wouldn't have enough room for a desk. It's just somewhere to sleep and a small bureau to have all their clothes in, and that's it. And then everybody would be in the living room, normal, watching TV. There's a big 48 or 52-inch, 52. It's a 52-inch TV behind this one. It's big. And we have, what did we get from John? We got the projector and we got the screen over there. So you can see that board behind me once I rip the lights down and properly install lights in here. LEDs, the little ultra thin discs. I can't describe it. It's like it's a small little disc. It's an LED flat. They're paper thin. And they got lights around them and they're dimmable. And they're cheap. They're like $10 or $15. And they work better than those big things that you screw up into the roof for putting lights in. These things don't use any power and they're ultra bright. Maybe 6 of them, 2 in the back, 2 in the middle, 2 in the far back, 1 in each room, would light this whole entire 40-foot structure, 60 by 40, completely blind you. Then they have a little clicker so you can color code them. Go yellow, red, blue, soft white, soft yellow, that kind of thing. Back to good. Good morning. Is building metal or wood? This is a wooden structure. It's all wood, and the roof is metal. We chose a light green, so I don't want too dark on here. In the wintertime, the sun is way down behind us, so the roof doesn't matter what color it is. We're not going to get any heat from it. But in the summertime, you want a kind of a bright light coat roof in the south, not in the north. In the north, you want a dark roof, and you want dark walls in the north. That'll heat the place up, especially the southern facing side. The southern facing side of the house should be painted a dark blue, dark brown. I'm going to go black. That's kind of a weird color. A dark red, a really crimson dark red. Yeah, any flat matte dark color on the facing side. In the winter, as the sun comes across the sky low, will heat your place up. So our warmest is way down there. You touch that wall, it's warm. In the summertime, the wall here on the outside is gray. It's light gray, facing to the west. In the summer, when that sun goes down, not at 12 o'clock, the roof is protecting us. It's light colored. But that wall there is a lot lighter than the other walls. It's like a light gray, and the other ones are kind of like a teal, like a light brown or something. Teal's green, Stu. Beige. I meant beige. It's like a gray kind of beige. But that wall there is a lot lighter. In the summertime, that wall, you touch it, you can fry an egg on it. It's hot. Very hot out there. So yeah, we repainted it and made it lighter. I would like to go with maybe an eggshell, but that shows dirt and stuff and mold and anything that's green and mossy and growing. So you want wiring and plumbing exposed. You can do that. You can do that. When you build these, right, the secret to tiny homing is to keep where your kitchen is, your little kitchen area, in there, and on the opposite side, you're going to have your sink plumbed in close, and then the water line is going to go up from that is going to go up to the shower head. Everything's in one little area. You don't spend as much money on plumbing supplies. You like eliminate it. You get a 12-foot strip of PVC or PEX. You could plumb anything in right in that little box off a simple manifold. You should build a manifold, on-off valves. If anything ever breaks or pops, you want to be able to shut the water off and have that accessible. Also, your AC panel, as it comes off your solar or from your box from the outside, you want to have a good size AC panel available in the kitchen so that you can just pop it open and hit your switches. You don't want to put it in the back room somewhere where you can't get at it. And don't put it in the shower. You play with electricity in the shower. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just suggesting. We spent 10 years researching how to build this place. Even though you guys can't see it, once this tiny home is paid off, it is going to look amazing. God, we're getting close to an hour. I don't know how you guys do this, but I see. Let me know in the chat. It can't check the. Actually, I can. Let me look at it. 0.5 megabytes, 1.1 megabytes. Yeah, we're solid. And what's the lowest it dips down to? 24 KB. Okay, that's not good. Minimize. We're going to assume that's Joe because Courtney was in chat. That's Grow Big TV. They're doing the challenge. You guys can win money. That's not the whole point of it. The whole promotion is Grow Big and actually get you out into gardening. We entered a couple of the tournaments. I'm going to call it the tournament, the growing tournaments. Gonna join those. And today I have to get those two things planted. I got to start my sunflowers. I don't like starting them indoors. I'm not going to plant my sunflowers just yet. My zucchinis can be planted in 4 or 5 more days. I got another week to get my zucchinis in, and that's that Ford Broadhook. You know, that one, zucchini. So going to join those challenges and help out Grow Big, give them some content. It's fun for them when we join, we the subscribers or we the people they know, or even if they don't know you. That's how you get to know everybody, is grow your food. Make those videos. Hashtag GrowBig24 when you're entering the contest only. Don't just make garden videos and do douching. You hashtag GrowBig24. This way they can have fun seeing what you're growing, making your seed starting video, your sprouting video as it comes up, and then maybe a video or two of it in mid-growth, and then the end of the season, because I think, depending on the zucchini type, right? Some can grow in 60 days, and some can take 100 days to grow, or 120 days to grow. So it's a long process. It could be 3 to 4. It could be grown zucchini could be anywhere from 2 to 4 months of growth, depending on the species. Hopefully they thought of that, right? You guys thought about the growth time and how long it takes to grow those things. This channel here is above. You guys can do whatever. This is my channel. Subscribe. You can share each other's channels. That is allowed 100%. If you guys are friends or you guys are subscribed to me and you're awesome people, you're like family, do what you need to be done. Get those things done. I'm not egotistical. I'm not a bad person. I don't have a bad bone in my body unless you do something to us. Being mean, or come in this door uninvited. Think about me, my strength, and my strength. I've got that. I can pick up a 400-pound battery and chuck it. So anybody comes through that door uninvited is going out head over heels, across, and then like the silverback gorilla that I am, even though I'm injured, I'll come out there and I'll pull arms off and I'll make you eat them. Best thing, if you're gonna break in here, you stop me as soon as you see me. Because if you don't stop me, I'm a bull. And I'm only 5'7", or 5'6", 5'7" in boots. I'm not joking about the strength. An angry Billy is a bad Billy. So, I mean, the shoulders, you guys ever see me standing? I'm built like a silverback. If you guys ever watch my videos in the very beginning, I'm picking up 900-pound trees. Not over my head. I pick up one end of them. You see me chucking them. They're this round. And they're 80 foot long. I'm lifting trees up and throwing them. And then my wife goes, oh, he's going to be hurting in the morning. Yeah, I'm done for 2 or 3 days afterwards. I'm hurting. But I pick them up. I get angry. I pick them up and throw them. Just read some chat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't break into this house. You won't last long. It's not gonna happen. Where are we going? Cool terms, grow big TV. Well, I'll be out of water soon, so no outdoor gardening. Really, Star? Doesn't rain there. So the thing about I read about your zone, what is it? Zone 20, the depths of hell. Is you guys have moisture. You guys can get dew in the morning. And that's how I figured, like, it's a tropical place. And he relies on that morning dew when it starts to cool down a little bit on the plants and it starts to, so you guys have a rainy season and then you guys have a lot of humidity. Yeah, in India. I read stuff. I had to see. I was sending Star brassicas, thinking like, oh, hey, grow a cabbage, Star. No, unless he builds a greenhouse and puts an air conditioning unit on there, he doesn't even have an AC for his house. All right, so yeah, 13B. Like I said, the fiery depth of hell. Star, Tirupati, Tirupati, Tirupati. Can't say it. I can't even joke say it in like the Indian accent. Tirupati, 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 something like that. So yeah, it's if you look at India, it's on the east coast, on the east, and it's in the middle, but it's down. But it's near the water. It's within like 50 miles of the water where he lives. So I use Google Maps, dude, and I virtually visit and walked all your streets and stores. I was hanging out with you. You just didn't know. I'm creepy like that. Did it to Joe. I was looking at his backyard from Google Maps. I was like, oh, let's see. Just curious. That's all. Want to know how far he broke into his neighbor's backyard, knocked down their fence, got dirt, filled in their underground pool, one of those, filled it with dirt. And he made his own garden bed, his raised sunken garden bed, filled it in. He's growing potatoes and carrots in there. Yeah, big root. I'm joking, but just saying, it's a lot of room back there. It's nice. Yeah, Home Depot and Walmart within bicycling distance. Like you just go down the street, 5 minute, get you. I need a bag of pot and soil. Yeah, bring some back straps, right? Go down, get a bag of pot and soil, strap it to your back, and bicycle home. Get super skinny, that kind of stuff. Or go for a walk and carry it over your shoulder like a real man. Like, get that going on. Is that who was in my yard last night? So yeah, Heidi, you live kind of near him. You're up in the northeast. We use an evaporator. There's another word for that, for the evaporator cooling, and it works. It does make the temperature a lot cooler. I forget what they call it. It sits on the houses. It's got water running down the fan blowing in. Yeah, you can't see my house. We are on Google Maps, oddly, as a business. But we don't know. Yeah, swamp cooler. There you go. Swamp cooler. Yeah. I had those out when I hit the lottery for $1 million. I wish I knew you guys then when I first hit for the million. I would have invested. Of God, I've got a ton of money. I just hit the lottery for $1 million. We need to build a business because everyone's struggling to earn a dollar. It's like, let's make this happen. Come up with some ideas. What would be some good things to sell and start a business up? Obviously, we're in the growing community. It would be selling seeds, greenhouse kits, getting an all-in-one business together and getting all that stuff going, and just everybody getting an equal. I don't want to have 60% of the company and everybody else have like 2%. I want for every member and do it like 100 people. Try to get at least 100 people in, and everybody even shares. So I wanted something like that. It was an idea. Or we buy our own island, since we're all geniuses. We buy our own island. We put our money together. We get an island. We go all move there. And we have the central garden, and everybody does their own thing. I'm sure everybody knows. Yeah, he knows about building a compound on the inside and get all your camo tent stuff over to protect everybody from being nosy. United States is very nosy. Yeah, so about anything you buy, everything breaks down. Most of us are at that age when our parents bought products when we were younger. They were repairable. Remember, there was repair shops. You get broken shoes, go down to the cobbler. Your TV broke, go down to the tube repairman. He fixed it. You know, a washer broke. That happens today if your microwave, your Keurig coffee maker breaks, your computer, any of that stuff breaks, it goes in the trash. Mind. Um, what I do is I repair stuff. I fix everything. Why? Because you're not going to stop me. If I can fix it, I will. And I have. I've fixed generators, fixed the solar blew up on me. That went pop. Repaired all the power MOSFETs in there. Just fix stuff. That's all. Stop typing, Courtney, if you're driving. Don't do it. You're not that important. You're very important. That's why we don't want you to type. Get home safely. Let one of the kids drive. That's a lot safer, and then you can type. Courtney, I wish I was in 10A. I could grow bananas. The zone you live in, you wouldn't survive in 10A. As soon as the summer hit, you would die. Trust me. You're too far north. I'm a northerner as well. I've been here 3 years, and I'm slowly acclimating to the environment. You would die. If you hit, and this is only 7A. If you went down to 10A court, you would roast to death. You'd be like, my God, it's hot in here. And even in the winter, you'd be like, turn the AC on, you know, you wouldn't survive. I'm telling you, it's a romantic, I get it. It's a romantic idea. I want to be in a hot zone. You don't. You want to be in a zone 8, Georgia. Think Georgia, zone 8. It's hot enough in the summer, and it doesn't get too cold in the winter. And if you had a little greenhouse up or hoop houses with plastic, all the coffee burps coming up, you could grow all through the year, just all through the year. Things you're going to miss out growing when you're down those hot zones. You're not growing berries. You're not growing apples. You know what I mean? Your brassicas aren't going to do well. You lose all that stuff. So depending on the zones that you're in, a lot more of those plants that are cold based, and a lot of berry bush and all that stuff, apple trees and all that kind of stuff does better up there where you are, not down here. Down here, we're doing better with pawpaws, plums, stone fruits, peaches, summits, and a lot of the hot things that grow, tomatoes, peppers, lettuces, all that kind of thing. Even though I do find that lettuces do better in northern climates. They do a lot better. It's just cooler, you know. Down here, not only do we have the intense sunlight, which is great for growing leafy greens, if you're going to grow down here and you know the heat's coming, you have to basically, what did Star say? I'll read it in a second. You have to get your shade cloth up and just try to keep it cool. So the idea is to really, all of us need a good greenhouse between 70 and 80, you know, that perfect temperature, somewhere in there. Or in the winter, just above, don't know what your zone is, you just ask in here, like, hey, I live in this state. Nerds, all nerds. I said it. Yeah, this is just a grow community. Farmers, seed addicts. There's some seed addicts in here. I'll watch your seed haul video. Do I have to show it again? Certain people do this to other people, and that's just one of three. One of three. Yeah, which is blessing for us. So we get to make those seed banks and give them out to people that are way more deserving than us. We starve this. Oh, I don't talk about a lot of things. My wife says, you can't say that. She watches the video. Edit that out now. She's not here. I can tell you everything. The dirty secrets. I eat my belly button cheese. No, I don't. But that's how you know when you need a shower. You get a little swiggle, I gotta go in the shower. I'm due for one. See what happens when you get on live too long? But anyways, what's wrong with me? Getting dopey. This is why I stop laughing. It's not funny. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Cindy Brown. And she's been around. Cindy, you've been with this channel for 3.5 years. Cindy, you've been with us for a long time. Super long time. I didn't see you sneak. Yeah, you've been in here too talking. I didn't see you sneak in. What did you come in at? Hi, Deb. Fucking around there. Okay. Oh, there she is there. Okay. Finland. When Deborah's not around, right? The missus, they in control. Women will not let you do the man cave thing. You know, in the man cave, we're standing up, sticking our fingers in our butts, scratching away, picking our noses, eating it maybe. Who knows? You know, drinking beer on film, all the disgusting stuff that guys do. You know? And the women keep you in check. You will get up. Yeah, if you don't listen. Oh. Just how it is. No, waiting to get the flip-flop to the head from 6 blocks down. What did he do? That's butt nugget, right? Brett. Brett's got a fancy name. I'm Brett. Yeah, I bet your belly button smells like cotton candy. We are over an hour. I'll try to end this shortly. I know you guys got nothing to do. That's why everybody's kind of hanging out. So I got 15 thumbs up, 12 in chat. Means about quarter of that. Maybe 20 people popped in. The other 4 or 5 kind of was like, and just kind of left. Nobody understands this channel. Very few people understand this channel. Like if I had to ask you why you're here or why you guys know me, do you know anything about me? You know, how many people could answer, like get an idea of who I am as a person and why we're here and why the channel exists? It is the Shire project. It was a project, and, you know, just I'm going to go do something. I lived in the city. I struggled. I just grinding it out, paycheck to paycheck, trying to save money, and I couldn't. I was getting older. I'm almost 50 now. Be 50 this March. And I'm an old guy. I just I look a lot younger if I do this. Something like this. That's what I looked like when I was 30. I was talking about shaving the beard off. It was kind of the image for the Shire, going off grid. I was like, well, if I'm going off grid, I don't have to shave anymore. Yeah, I don't have to shave anymore if I'm going off grid. Do you guys understand that? I don't have to shave. I can let my back hair grow as thick as I want. Yeah. And I can shave my belly and draw words in my chest and draw words in it. But anyways, me, I said, I got to go off grid because after watching all this off grid stuff, all these tiny home places, I said to myself, hey, we got to go off grid. And I said, said to my cut edit, you can't do that on a live, can we? We can't. No, we can't. If I go off grid, can I eliminate my bills? What are the rules? What are the regulations? Oh my God, I need unrestricted land. I need a house. I can't build one. So I'll make a cabin. We're going to go up in Alaska. This was almost an Alaskan show. We would have been dead. Had I gone to Alaska, we would have froze to death up there. I would be, yeah. This channel wouldn't exist. But because we chose the United States, I looked on the map and I saw this brown and green, and I saw the green. I said, well, if on the map, on the biotope on the map, if it is green, it gets wet. It means it has water. So I said, let me look at the zones. And I saw some not not pooping on you guys, but I looked at the states they were in. Zone 8's in a lot of crappy states. Mostly. Truth be said, in the United States. Anyways, Zone 7 seemed a little bit better. Zone 7. So I said, okay, Zone 7, we get water, it's warm, and the winters are stupid mild. I don't have to go outside and shovel snow. We picked this place. Then I decided on Tennessee, and I said, where? I want to move to Dollywood up in Seaverville, and couldn't do that. It's too expensive. We had to come across the river down towards Central, past Nashville, not quite to Jackson. Somewhere in there in the mountains, in the hilly area, not mountains, the hilly area. There are no bears here, no bobcats. All these plots of land that were unrestricted or not enforced, which is also unrestricted. It's not enforced, and it hasn't been enforced since 19. It's unrestricted. I am grandfathered in. That's what I know. Come in, do my thing. I'm grandfather. Oh, you got to have septic. Oh, you got to dig a well. And I just put my middle fingers up in the air, so to raise them. Get off my property. Keep out. Stay away. I pay my taxes. You shut up. That's what we did. We came to a place that was unenforced. That was, even when it was being sold, it was said, you know, unrestricted property. They said, build a cabin, park your RV, do. Anyways, we moved from this to get a shed to house that we had instant form of structure to live in, get it spray foamed in. That way you don't have to get itchy with the fiberglass. It's the same price, $100 more. Do the open cell spray foam. Wish you could smell that. They're coffee burps. Oh, it's coming up. I could eat something. And then seal it all in, and then put your pine tongue and groove. It all locks together. And if anything ever goes wrong, you can unlock, not nail it in, screw it in. Take the time, and then if anything goes wrong with the walls, you can unscrew it and pull the wall off. You do the repairs, and you can assemble it back. Everything clicks in place, and just re-screw the holes that it's in, and everything goes back together like Legos. It's easy. Do that. There you go. Boom. No HOA. There's no HOA. It's complete freedom. Star knows. $7.14 once a year. That is my bill. You cannot get rid of a land tax. I live here for free other than the land tax. Grow food, rainwater, solar power. Spend all your money. Yeah, that's an air fryer. Did I buy an air fryer? No. The missus, she bought the air fryer. I bought a, what do you call it there? I bought a 5K AC. It's 4 or 5 amps. She bought a 10,000 BTU unit. I'm trying to minimalize. I wanted a smart shed to house. She wanted the 16 by 40. I wanted the 14 by 28. It's the missus. If I'm going to go off grid, you need to promise me that this will be a normal house. Okay? You're gonna challenge me? You're gonna challenge the king of the Shire? You're gonna challenge this great mind? Fine. Fine, you do that. She put in the AC unit, she's got all the air fryer. I made rules. And I enforced them. If you abuse the electricity here, I'm a minimalist. I got one pair of underwear. You know, it rains out, we wash them out there. No. But I probably have 5 pairs of underwear. Just saying. I'm a minimalist. I probably got maybe a dozen set of socks. I've got 3 or 4 shirts that I use constantly because I'm working out there. TMI. Heidi, you don't know. We can get to you. I'll set this to 18 plus. I'll lock it out, and I'll lock everybody in here. If you want to chat, TMI. You won't be able to eat. You won't be able to look at the screen twice. You'll never look at me again and be like, I had respect for him. He was wonderful. Why was I on that live? You know, I'm behaving. My wife told me behave when you're on lives and stuff. So, and there's Shawnee. You found us. Well, it took you long enough, an hour and 20 minutes. Thank God we stayed on long enough. So, Shawnee, what we were talking about in the beginning is building super soil. That was the live. So, I'm not going to say rewatch this live over for any of you guys. Wait for our video to come out because I'm cutting and editing, even though you're making me talk, and I'm wasting my morning. I lost an hour and a half. I would have been done. That video would have been processed in a half hour from now. It would have been up. We'll do it later. Mouse over. It is. I don't know what day of the week it is. All right. I'm this. I don't care how old you are. We are living with our parents. This is more of a United States kind of thing. I don't know if it works the same in the other countries, but here in the USA, we'll tell you how it works, how to hear how this works. I'll explain it to you. This video gets taken down. It's because of what I'm going to say right now. Oh, we should stop right here. All I got to do is click end live stream, and I will save my behind. Do we talk about the Shire project? Do we do that? Do we crack open the back lock on the Book of the Shire? Those videos got eliminated. Put them up, shut down. How do I word it? I can word it, right? I can word it different. Be nice about it. All right. They have to. Got to do it until we're 18 years old. I guess it was 4 years, folks. Now, 15, 16, 17, 18. So from the ages of 14 to graduating high school, average 18. 14 to 18. Let's go with that. We live with our parents. We're going to go flip burgers. We don't pay bills because we want to succeed in life. And, Billy from the Shire told us, even though I'm 50 years old, I got younger kids and I got a younger generation behind me. Give them the idea that being financially freed up, word it right, am I going to shut down? Being financially freed up is a possibility. So how do you go about that? You tell them this method. I'm going to try to explain it without getting shut down. I can do this. Okay. You can't live free in America. We do. I'm retired. As soon as I came out here, being retired instantly. But it's a plan. You got to set it up. You guys see, we talk about most of the stuff here, so you have the idea of how this runs and works. Shed to house, insulation, solar panels, wood stove, grow a garden. You're all set for life. You're done. You don't need anything else. The only time you go out to the store is to get LP, liquid propane, to get you by for cooking. Just in case you run out of firewood, you gotta have redundancy. There has to be redundancy. 10K AC unit, 5K AC unit. It's redundancy. John's pulling up my name doing live. And that would save me. I could just end this chat right now with you guys and not tell you. Anyways, you live with your parents. You're going to go to high school. You should graduate high school. In those 4 years, you're going to work part-time. You're going to save your money up. You should be able to make about saving a minimal of $10,000. C-Star, even children here can make $10,000 a year, Star, in America. $10,000 to $15,000 with your tax returns back. You won't pay in because they can't tax you. They got to give it back to you. Anyways, parents are always going to claim you on their taxes. But you're going to save up all your money, and you're only going to buy shoes when you need them, and you're not going to go out to the movies that often, and you're not going to try to date and bless the other person, because at a young age, between 14 and 18, it's all your first experiences. Should wrap that way. Don't have kids at a young age, not until you're 30, close to, and you're set. But you save up, and then your first decision after you have $40,000 in the bank, $10,000 a year, 4-year plan. You went to high school. As soon as you graduate high school, you buy a piece of property unrestricted. You're 18 years old. You're an adult. Grow up. Listen to the Shire. It's gonna cost you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to buy that little chunk of land. It doesn't need to be 50 acres. It needs to be a half acre somewhere, unrestricted, a half acre. Get your shed to house on there. The rest of the money you're gonna buy on solar. You're gonna spray insulate. You're gonna deck out the inside. You're gonna finish your walls up. The whole place is empty. Design it how you want. Keep your water and your shower and your sink all in one area in the middle of the house. You're gonna have a bedroom. You're gonna have a guest bedroom. You're gonna have a kitchen parlor, and you're gonna have a big storage closet for keeping all your stored goods in, pantries and that stuff. And you're gonna have the kitchen shower back to back with each other. Very simple setup. So you're going to pay that. If you pay that outright with money, a small shed to house, half the size, the bulk of 25 grand, maybe 30 grand, you still got $10,000 left over. You can survive off of $10,000. Why? Because you have bills. You buy what you need for the garden, get it all set up. It'll probably eat about a couple $100. Get a greenhouse. Get as big as fancy as you want. Get that rest of that money. Then go get a car. You should have a truck, something you can bring goods back and forth to. So you have that. Anyways, for the rest of your life, you have a place to live. You only have one land tax to pay. You're making power, all that kind of stuff. All right, Tammy, see you later. Saw people saying bye-bye. And that's it. That's it. You're a free person. Did I word it right? You know, it's too much trouble. Those are the baseline on how to be a free American and not have any bills and live for free. It's not for everybody. We poop in a bucket. We pee in a bucket too. Keep that stuff separate. It's dry composted. It goes into 2 separate areas. It's spread out over a small area. You don't need septic, so you're not dropping 10, 20, 30 grand for septic. You don't need a well, your rainwater catch. Your filtration unit costs you $200, $300 to get a filter going. Can filter rainwater. Again, don't live in the desert. Be smart about where you're going to live. Make sure it rains there. Make sure you have at least 40 plus inches a year. We have 52 here. It's wet. So it's a rainy place. Yeah, Star, you like the plan. $10 every year. You're going to come up with $10. And you worked for 4 years. You worked 4 years, which is the rest of your life. In 4 years' time, you can become a free American in America if you're a kid. And I told you how to do it. It's how you tell your kids, if you guys got that idea, is how you tell your kids to do this stuff. Buy them some unrestricted land, get a shed to house somewhere for them, put that in place. That's it. From there, tell them to go to work, tell them. And basically what you do as in those 4 years, and they learn basic mechanical skill. People here, we're all into doing this kind of stuff in one form or another. Was it a good live? I don't know if he's still out there. I'm going to go until another minute and a half here. I'm just making an hour and a half. I'm not trying to get watch hours. I was just editing a video, trying to make super soil, talking about coco core, talking about making bone meal, perlite, chicken manure, worm castings, peat moss, composting organic stuff. Gotta go poop. Thanks. You enjoyed the live stream. Got a minute before we wrap up. If anybody else is going to go live, we'll jump on that stream. I have to edit this video out, and I got to get that stuff started growing. So again, big shout out and big yahoo to Grow Big TV. Joe and Courtney, they're doing their test trials. What do you call that? What are you guys doing? You're doing your oh my God, the pooping. Somebody help me out. What are they doing? They're doing their trial runs. They're doing their events. What's the word? Don't let me flounder here. That's John driving by again. Just trying to make round 2. See if I'll get off. I can hear him. Anyways, challenges. They're grow challenges. They're tournaments. They're interviews. I'm not doing interviews. You're going to interview a 4-hook zucchini. The grow things. The challenges. That's it. The challenges. The grow challenges. Growing contest. That's what I'm looking for, the grow contest. So we're going to start. I got to get that zucchini in. I'm not doing the flowers right now. I personally think it's too cold to get the flowers in. I'll start them in March. It's a lot better. Mid-March, we can get the sunflowers going. I think it's okay to get the zucchini started now or in a few days. I want to get them done now because I just want them growing. So, Joe, answer me this before we go. We're over our marker now. I should be shutting down. Can I grow 10 zucchini plants and then at the end of the year just pick the biggest one? Or does it have to be you have to grow one plant only? And good luck to you. Or is the simple rules grow as many as you want? But yeah, okay. Grow as many zucchinis as you want because you want to grow big, right? Grow as many zucchinis as you want, and then you got to pick the biggest one that is not split or has gone old age and yellowed out. So yeah, that's awesome. Grow as many as you want. And then hopefully you get a biggie and you get a grand prize for it, which is awesome. You guys are beyond generous. I would have gave out a $25 gift card. Why are you guys giving out $100? Could have had 4 winners. You know what I mean? But $100 is just a stupid amount of money this day and age. Star could build himself a castle. Yeah, $100, huh? He could buy a rickshaw, become a taxi Uber service, right? I can see Paul's worth of zucchini seeds. $2 minus $198 increase. That's a major profit margin. Yeah. All right, listen, thank you guys for joining the Shire project. Much shout out, much love to everybody that's in here in the chat. Thanks for mushing out with me and hanging out and sipping coffee and just chatting amongst yourselves. We're all friends. Join the channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to everybody I've mentioned in this chat. They're all really good friends of mine. They're so good friends. I can borrow their car. There, we take it all. Yeah. So thanks for joining the chat, and we'll catch you on the next one. And watch for that video in super soil. And join Grow Big TV and come network with the rest of us. You should be doing that. All right, we'll catch you later. And Shire is out. End stream. End stream.